This week, I made some small concrete planters using old plastic containers as molds. This was my first time working with concrete, but I do have some mold making and casting experience from school. One time, I made this ice bear inside a netted iceberg. First, I cut down these plastic juice bottles, which I thought had an interesting shape. Since I want water to be able to easily drain out of the planters, I glued a piece of a drinking straw to the bottom of the bottle. For my inner shell, I'm using an old film container, but you could also use an empty cosmetics bottle or whatever you have around. I glued the inner shell to the straw and some chopsticks to both shells to keep the inner shell centered. Here's one I made at a larger scale, with the juice bottle as the inner shell. I had a can of mold release kicking around, so I gave them all a quick spray. I sifted out the aggregate gravel from the concrete to create a smoother surface on the finished product. Then I mixed in some water until I got a thick mixture, but that was still pourable. I added too much water at first and had to add more concrete to get the right consistency. I tried to fill up the molds to about the same height and set them on a level surface to cure. If you have one available to you, I recommend using a vibrating palm sander without any sandpaper to vibrate the full molds. This helps get the bubbles out of the concrete. About 24 hours later, I set about removing them from the molds. This part can be a little dangerous, so just remember that the plastic can give way at any moment, driving your tool in whatever direction you're pressing it. So keep your body parts out of the way. I had an okay time with the plastic bottles, but had to resort to some power tools to open up the stiffer plastic. While the planters are still a bit wet, it's easier to shave down any sharp edges. I broke this one by squeezing the film container, so I let the pieces dry and used a bit of construction adhesive to glue them back together. All that remained was to fill up the concrete planters with succulents. I put a little gravel at the bottom, then packed the plant in with some succulent soil, which is good drainage. I topped off the planters with a little more gravel and some pretty sand. I had a great time dipping a toe into a new medium and look forward to making more concrete projects in the future. Thanks so much for watching. I make new DIY videos every week about tech, crafts, and my life in New York City. So please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to catch the next one, and follow me on social media for a peek at what's to come.